NCRP Productions, and KTSL in Seattle, Washington bring you more interviews in our Life in the Shadows series. Today, CeCe.
Rich Albright here with KSAF, and I have the pleasure of speaking with CeCe. Now, welcome. Thank you for giving me your time today.
Yeah, merci.
Now, CeCe, is that a nickname, or is that what people know you by out in the world, or?
What do you want to know?
I'm just curious. You're obviously, of French descent. And we're just
Who told you I am French?
Well, you sound French. Now, I could be wrong, but can you shed a little light on your name? Is that short for something? Just so I understand, a little bit more about CeCe, the individual.
Because this is off of the record, I will say that CeCe is short for Cecilia, which was actually my late mother's name as well. Most people just know me CeCe or as Blue.
Okay. Tell me about your parents. What kind of upbringing did you have?
All right, so I should start from the beginning. My mama and papa, they immigrated from someplace in the UK. I'm not quite clear on that. Papa is not very forthcoming with that information. But they immigrated to Seattle for look for better work. My mama, she was 1 month pregnant with me when they immigrated. My papa got a job as a supervisor at the Aries Alpha manufacturing plant. And he was not thrilled about the job, but it was something that made money that could support my mama and me in the future. Well, so my mama, she was 1 month pregnant with me when they immigrated her. And when my papa started working, he was working full-time, 12-hour days, working as much as he could to support his family. My mama chose to have me by herself in our tiny apartment. And unfortunately, she had a difficult birth, and she passed when she gave birth to me. And my papa came back and found me in her arms, suckling at her breast. It was just me and him for a very long time, for about 14 years.
And now you mentioned that your father worked for Aries.
Against his better judgment, he has told me that wise people, they use words to solve their problems, and unwise people use violence to solve their problems. And so he did not like working for Aries Alpha.
And your father, he's still alive?
As far as I know, we have not spoken in about 12 years. He does not really agree with my life path.
What can you attribute your skill set for exacting this type of problem-solving approach?
Oh, guns are awesome. I love guns.
So a lot of people, law enforcement, corporate security, they're involved in very specific training that allows them the skill set of being adept at many different types of weapons and self-defense tactics and things like that too. Like, who can you attribute those to? Did somebody teach you? What kind of formal training did you have?
I wouldn't say I had any formal training. It is all informal training. I watched a lot of videos, and I saw, Terminator, and he used a lot of guns to solve his problems and get the job done, and I thought that was very impressive. And Last Action Hero, also the same thing. Like, he used a lot of ammunition and guns and things like high explosives, and I thought that was a very good problem-solving technique, but I was actually not quite homeschooled. I was more Tridio-schooled. Everything I learned is from videos.
Okay.
And Jelly. Jelly has been very important to my personal development.
Oh, okay. And who is Jelly to you? Who is this? Is a mentor of yours, or?
Yes. So I told you that my father was a pacifist, no?
Yes.
So my father and I, we did not have a very good relationship. I left home about 14 because we did not see eye to eye on the world. And so I left. I just left. I went out on my own. I thought I could handle it. I joined the L-Ounds. Are you aware of the L-Ounds, the gang?
They're a Seattle-based street gang, aren't they?
Oui. I got a little experience from them. Not very good. I don't think they really appreciated me very much, but they taught me certain things, and it was a bit of a learning curve, but I gained a lot of experience on the street, first-hand experience. And Jelly, he saw my potential, and out of faith, he contracted me to go on a job, I will say. And I proved myself worthy, and we established a trust based in faith that, if he assigned a job to me, then I would get it done. And so Jelly has become a bit of a mentor to me. He has always believed in me, and he has always put trust in me. And so I really love Jelly. He is the father I always wished I had. He believes in me.
And I think maybe a big question in the room might be, what can you tell us about making that transition from the girl that grew up in kind of a semi-sheltered environment with a father that's a pacifist, working for one of the Big Ten, to becoming a Shadowrunner?
You said Shadowrunner? I'm not sure I know what that means.
Right, Shadowrunner. The people that are employed to do the dirty work that most people won't see or hear about. The kind of work that don't have ties back to anything specific, or any one specific, or any company specific. You know what I mean, right?
No, I can't say that I really do know what you mean. No.
But let me ask it a different way.
Okay.
What can you tell me about making the transition from the girl that existed in the confines of classic television shows to a person who's capable and able on the streets to carry out this vigilance, if you will?
Well, I have to tell you, getting cybernetic enhancements, that's really helped. It has made me faster. It has made me stronger. I am able to shoot in any position.
Have you been able to leverage your contacts within your father's employment with Ares to facilitate your lifestyle?
My father
What can you
and
tell me
I,
about that?
we don't talk anymore. He is kind of disappointed in the life choices that I've made. But like I said, Jelly is very proud of me, and he always gives me the benefit of the doubt. He always gives me the best jobs and always calls me when he needs me. So Jelly is very much a confidant.
So in closing, and I really appreciate the time that you've given me today to ask you these questions, of some of them of a personal nature. What can you share from a specific occurrence or event in your line of work, just to kind of bring it all together? What's a day in the life look like for someone in your position?
In my position, well, your team is your family. So always watch out for your family, and they will watch out for you. And a typical day, you get up, you smoke a cigarette, you drink some coffee, and then hopefully if it's a good day, you get to blow some shit up, and then everyone that's on your side gets to live, and all the bad people die, and then you go to bed and have very happy dreams. Very simple.
And there you have it. Thank you very much for your time.
Just to clarify, this is for research purposes only. This will not go public.
You have complete anonymity and deniability.
All right, and so no CeCe, no Cecilia, nothing. Because if it does go public and I hear about it, you will have a problem.
NCRP Productions presents Sunday in the Shadows, a Shadowrun actual play podcast. Coming Sunday, August 8th, 2021.